Brothers and sisters, history enthusiasts. Today, we commemorate one of the pivotal moments not only in Roman history but in the history of Western civilization, the Battle of Pharsalus. Fought on August 9, 48 BC, exactly 2073 years ago in the plains of Thessaly, Greece, setting the stage the Roman Republic on the brink. The Roman Republic was a complex and ancient political system, born from centuries of struggle, expansion, and adaptation. By the 1st century BC, however, it was deeply fractured. Power was increasingly concentrated in the hands of a few ambitious men, and tensions between the Senate's conservative aristocracy and the rising popular heirs leaders who sought reforms for the common people had reached a boiling point. The uneasy alliance known as the First Triumvirate between Julius Caesar, Pompey the Great, and Marcus Licinius Crassus had begun to unravel after Crassus's death in 53 BC. What followed was an escalating rivalry between Caesar and Pompey, two of Rome's most powerful generals and politicians. The road to war: crossing the Rubicon. In 49 BC, Julius Caesar made a decision that changed history forever. Crossing the Rubicon River with his loyal legions, he defied the Roman Senate and declared war on the Republic itself. His words were legendary: Alia, I act as the die is cast. Pompey, once Caesar's ally and son-in-law, now became his chief opponent. Aligned with the Senate, Pompey retreated to Greece to gather forces, leveraging his strong connections and vast wealth. The stage was set for a confrontation that would decide the fate of Rome. Forces at play: numbers and strategy. At Pharsalus, Pompey commanded an army estimated to be around 45,000 infantry and 7,000 cavalry, including allied forces from the eastern provinces. Caesar's forces, though more experienced, were smaller, approximately 22,000 infantry and 1,000 cavalry. Many considered Caesar's decision to engage such a numerically superior opponent reckless, if not outright suicidal. However, Caesar's troops were veterans, hardened by years of campaigning in Gaul. They had extraordinary discipline, morale, and loyalty. Meanwhile, Pompey's army, though large, was less cohesive, composed of new recruits and allies whose commitment was questionable. The battle unfolds: tactical genius. Pompey took a defensive position, confident that his cavalry superiority would overwhelm Caesar's forces quickly. To counter this, Caesar employed a brilliant tactical innovation. He secretly positioned a hidden reserve of 2,000 cavalrymen on his right flank. When the battle began, Pompey's cavalry charged fiercely, pushing back Caesar's smaller horsemen. But just when Pompey's cavalry thought victory was assured, Caesar unleashed his hidden cavalry reserve, which struck the flanks of Pompey's horsemen and caused them to rout. This sudden reversal threw Pompey's entire line into chaos. Caesar then ordered his infantry to advance aggressively, breaking through the disorganized Pompeian lines. The aftermath: consequences for Rome and the world. The defeat was catastrophic for Pompey. He fled south to Egypt, hoping for refuge. Instead, he was betrayed and assassinated upon arrival, an event that shocked the Roman world. For Caesar, the victory at Pharsalus was the decisive turning point. It effectively ended the civil war and paved the way for his rise as dictator for life. But the battle's significance extends beyond Caesar's personal fortunes. It marked the death throes of the Roman Republic. The centuries-old system of checks and balances, shared power, and republican ideals gave way to autocratic rule. Within a few years after Caesar's assassination in 44 BC, Rome plunged into further civil wars. Eventually, Caesar's heir, Octavian, would emerge victorious and establish the Roman Empire under the title Augustus. Why remember Pharsalus today? Pharsalus is a symbol of transformation, the moment when Rome's destiny changed forever. It teaches us about power, ambition, loyalty, and the fragility of political systems. It reminds us that history is shaped not just by the size of armies but by the leadership, decisions, and sometimes sheer audacity of individuals. Closing thoughts. As we reflect on the 2073rd anniversary of the Battle of Pharsalus, we honor the complexity of history and the legacy of Rome. The battle echoes through time, reminding us how individual choices can alter the course of nations. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the past.